Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my YouTube channel in the same time in a different situation. Because you know that today is Ramadan time. Okay, hello beautiful and handsome comrade. How's your life? I hope that all of you are staying in tip-top condition exactly. Well, in this awesome opportunity, I would like to work on my speaking final exam that is given by Mem Umi Qoniatuzzakiyah MPD. But before I inform you about the luxurious title I get, I would like to introduce myself. Yes. Okay, I am Qoniatuzzakiyah. My ID number is T 2019-6188 and I'm from English Education Department 4. Well then, to shorten the time, I would like to inform you that the luxurious title I got from the journal itself. So the title is Voice in the English as an additional language EAL writing classroom. No need to rush to love writing because love will grow with time. Okay, this is very great title I got from the Asia Travel itself. Okay, go on. For the first explanation or the material that I would like to explain in this video is about the use of voice in educational contexts. So, generally, voice is the use of digital photography that has been adopted in or to document both participants and learners lived with the experiences in critical qualitative research. For example, qualitative researchers make use of the device to collect qualitative data in which participants are asked to document their lives using the digital photography. In additional education landscape states that the device has been used to capture students in class and out of class experiences. Besides, the use of voice in views is viewed as a critical pedagogy which encourages learners to voice their learning experience. For example, is like the beliefs, values, emotions, or the practices or the perceptions itself. Thus, this digital photography methodology can empower both teachers and students in voicing their lived experiences in which their agency and identity are recognized. Furthermore, in the area of language learning, the voice can be a tool for making sense of learners' emotional engagement. Why I say so? Because the use of the voice was implemented in a study to promote the development of a community-based literacy program of Native American high school students. Also, in this study of the journal itself, the digital photography tasks allowed the students to critically select and organize their most powerful photographs geared for the construction of the narrative or story and the tailor the story that they want to tell a story or give to the audience itself. In addition, through action research that Rubico and Hassim states that investigated how the Facebook voice interface could effectively facilitate non-native pre-reserved English teachers' development of their language competency. Therefore, the results of the study demonstrate that intervention Facebook and device can promote learner autonomy, creativity, and motivation in language learning among pre-reserved teachers and participating in the study itself. Well then, in the context of territory teacher education, Widodo and Ferdian states that documented how preserved English teachers made the use of voice to write realistic diaries during their teaching practicum or school placement program through exercising their agency as classroom policy makers and as a curriculum actors by the aim to build teacher autonomy, by building teacher autonomy to explore different teaching practices and to translate their pedagogical content knowledge into their action. Furthermore, Graziano states that finding that the photo voice enabled preserved English teachers to consider effective language teaching and learning approach through reflecting on their experiences. And also based on the empirical evidence that the present study aims to explore how preservist teachers engage in learning to write and documented their emotional experience in learning to write through photo voice as a learning platform as they went through different stage of writing. So the second is about the study of the journal itself. This report presents a case study investigating how second-year preservist teachers in English in an Indonesian university utilized the photo voice to document their experience in learning to write. These student teachers took an intensive writing course in which a test-based pedagogy was adopted. The course focused on the developing student teachers' writing skill. Besides, in the pre-writing tasks, the students began observing a sample reading text including a generic, communicative goal, text structure, and lexical grammar. Therefore, the responding to the text, they draft their writing based on the writing prompt given by the teacher. They could use graphic organizers such as mind mapping to help them visualize their ideas and so on. Furthermore, in this writing course, Photovice was used as a pedagogical platform for the students' teachers to produce a text. As in the journal states that the model of Photovoice, the students and the teachers were required to write 150 words of a Photovoice text using the following moves. For example, for the first is the context in which the photo took place, the reason why the photo was taken, and the emotional reaction student felt while engaging in the writing process. So here is the example. For the first is writing orientation. So what does it mean? Okay, in the writing orientation session, one of the authors introduced the student to write pieces with a different genres they would learn during the whole semester. In this class, test-based pedagogy was used in which students started learning to write to write the text itself. So the text will be served as the point of departure for student teachers to brainstorm, pool, and draft their ideas into the photo voice. So it's like the example in the PPT itself that I gave you up of this. Um, there are the content, reasons, and emotions. So, drawing on this device, the student made the use of a cloudy sky to express his feeling in the first writing class meeting. He connected that the cloudy sky metaphor with his writing experience. At the outset, he was depressed and felt that it was difficult to choose what to write. However, that he tried to motivate himself and keep trying to find the answer. This student teacher's voice has two practical implications for the teaching of writing in EFL or ELL classroom. First, teacher educators can make use of photo voice as a tool for understanding what students feel about the learning process to write or even about writing to learn. Second, the use of photo voice can help teacher educators experiment with meaningful pedagogical intervention or tasks. So by photo voice, it helps the teacher to understand the student's feeling about how they face to write or how they learn about the writing itself. And the second is pre-writing stage. So this pre-writing task was designed to help students familiarize themselves with different genres through reading texts. The reading texts were taken from the book of academic writing from paragraph to essay by Zenech and Rumisa 2005. So the student teachers made meaning of the text and analyzed the communicative goal of the text and its organizational patterns. And after that, they were given a writing prompt that required them to think about their writing topic. They could draw a mind map to help them visualize their draft. So here is the example. The second example of photo voice. So there will be the same. There are complex reasons and emotions. So, as seen in the photovised evidence above, the student used the metaphor of flowers. Okay, you can see the picture of flowers, right? This is to illustrate her feeling about the third class meeting of the extensive writing course. She argued that she would love writing with time. It can be inferred that she will follow the writing process passionately because learning to write takes time, process, and effort. Also, as seen in the photovised, the student-teacher participant adopted mind mapping as a strategy for helping her pull ideas. This visual seafood could assist the student in generating ideas that could be developed in her writing piece. This photovised also can inform teachers of how to cope with struggling writers in the early stage of writing, such as brainstorming or pulling ideas. And the next is paragraph development. So you can see also the example. There are the context, reason, and emotion. And the next is about the self-assessment and peer assessment. This is how to ask students to self-assess their writing was geared to help the student teachers develop their awareness of their writing practices. This assessment could encourage student teachers to reflect upon different writing stage through which they went. This is also becomes the self-dialogue might help student teachers see their strength and weakness. And also it is being a reflective writing that helps student teachers grow with time and self-question what they write about the pieces of the voice itself. And next is the teacher's feedback. So this is the kind of after revision based on self-correction and peer feedback, right? And also the students will submit their writing to the teacher, so the teacher will see and correct further revision about the voice. And the teacher feedback aimed to give students the opportunity to take another look at their writing. And also the teacher here played a role as an editor and proofread proofread the students' writing before it was submitted for grading or publishing. So for the example that I gave in the journal itself. And the last is post-writing. So by the end of the class, student teachers were encouraged to rewrite and polish the final version of their writing for the purpose of publication. They had another look at the teacher notes and attended the comments as accurate. So the example is also provided in the journal itself. As the conclusion of this video, the journal shown that the potential of the device as a pedagogical tool to capture second-year undergraduate student engagement in writing, in which emotion plays a crucial role in the EAL writing classroom. Therefore, it is very extremely and virtually suggested that the teachers can design pedagogical tasks such as test-based pedagogy that provide students more opportunities to participate in learning in more effective and meaningful ways. And also, thus, Photo Voice has proved to be activity-free and engaging in EL classroom, although student teachers in this study yielded positive outcomes in terms of the enactment of process writing. So it is really helping the teachers to help the student in writing or learning to writing skill itself. Well, maybe that's all what I can explain you in this video. I hope that you can understand it and it's really beneficial for you all. If I have made many mistakes, I really beg your pardon, and the last I say, Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Goodbye. See you in the next time.